Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. Today I'm just doing a absolutely massive book haul. I decided in December I would allow myself to break my book buying ban and order a few books to just bulk out my TBR for next year, because then I'm going on a year-long book buying ban. I don't know how well that's going to go. I don't know if I'll limit myself to maybe 1 book a month, 2 books a month ish, but I know that a lot of books coming out that I want to read will be released in April, which works really well because my birthday is May, so I'll just ask for them for my birthday. But for this video I have got, I think, a pretty good variety of stuff. Maybe, oh no, I have got some fantasy, so I'm just gonna crack right on and start with the boxes. All of these are from Amazon because unfortunately I am a pawn in the capitalist game. So got a nice pull tab on that. I did hit myself in the eye. I don't know if you spotted that. First thing is actually not book related. It's just a plug because I don't have a plug for another item that I bought. This one has got 3 books in it. Can I remember what books are in what parcel though? I've also got to try not to dox myself. I should have blurred out my address on these things, so hopefully it's not in there. So the first 3 books that I've got are Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane. I don't know how to say that. This, I believe, is Christmassy, so I don't know if I'll read this in the holiday season. Hopefully I will. And it follows, I don't know what their names are. Basically, we've got this girl. I think she has a one-night stand with a lady around Christmas. And then they don't see each other again, and then she comes back to the same town and starts seeing someone else around Christmas, but she's like thinking about this woman and she wants to find this woman, and I believe it turns out that they are brother and sister, the woman and the man that she was seeing, 2 separate Christmases, I think. Oh, so it says here, now over the festive week Ellie must choose between the safety of a fake relationship and the risk of something real. So I'm very intrigued. I think this is a great concept for a book. I love a bit of a bisexual panic in a book because very true to form for me, so I'm very excited to read this one. Oh, I've made the fatal mistake of not having somewhere to put them. I'm going to pop them here and hopefully that works. The next book I've got I have actually already read, but I just wanted the physical copy, which is Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. This is the 3rd book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. It is a single dad trope. It's not enemies to lovers because they're not really enemies, but like dislike to love, and she's his nanny for his kid. I love this. It's like a 4.5 ish for me, so needed the physical copy, and I forgot about it when I was making my Christmas list, so I know I'm not getting it for Christmas, so I bought this one. Just good as well. I feel like a lot of these books I have already read and just didn't have physical copies of or wanted editions of, so it's quite good for me. Although saying that, the next book I've got actually I don't have and haven't read, which is Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have never read a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, but I was watching some, was it Destiny Sidwell? I think I watched her video. She like exchanged 5-star reads with Sarah Crowley and Hayley Pham, and this was the book that I think Sarah gave her. Sarah? I don't know how to say her name actually now that I'm saying it out loud. So yeah, I got intrigued. I've not read this. Obviously loads of people love Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I want in on that. I want to know why. But this just says, Carrie Soto is the greatest player the world has ever seen. It's in tennis, but 6 years after her last match she watches a young British tennis player steal her world record, and Carrie knows she has to go back and reclaim her rightful place at the top, even if the world doesn't believe in her, even if it almost breaks her. This story is about the cost of greatness and the burden of fame. The fight for a place in history is about to begin. So I'm quite intrigued. I will say the font is really tiny though, which I'm not looking forward to, but I think this will be a fun one. Next up, again trying not to dox myself. Oh, all the pull tabs have worked really well. I was really worried they wouldn't. Okay, so this is just one book, and it's a special edition of a book that is currently sat behind me. It is, oh, it's so pretty. I got the special cloth bound edition of Magnolia Parks. I'm actually so chuffed with this. I was really worried because this one, Amazon had some issues delivering it to me, and so at 11 at night I got a notification saying it had been put through my door, and then I went downstairs and it just hadn't been. So I was like, is it at the wrong place? Have they just left it outside? But luckily it didn't rain overnight, so wherever they left it, because my dad ended up bringing it in the next day, so I think it was just left against the door. It hadn't rained, so luckily the book was okay. But yeah, Magnolia Parks, this is one of my 5-star series, so of course when I saw special editions I was going to buy them. It's got a little, almost like a board game style of different things relating to the characters. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Actually, I love it. I think at the back as well. Is it the same? Yeah, it's the same thing at the back. But there's like a little teaser for a new book series that I think Jessa Hastings is going to come out with. And on the back it says, oh, you can't see, it says, can you die from a broken heart? Do you know? And if I did and they cut me wide open, would I bleed loving him? So it's just gorgeous, isn't it? So of course I had to buy it. And I know that the other 2 books from that series are in here somewhere. So next up, oh, I don't think this one's gonna, no, there we go. My first non-working pull tab. Ooh. This one is a bit of a rogue choice for me, but I've been binge watching Jack Edwards YouTube content, and I decided I wanted to be a big brain and read some books like he does. So I bought By Grand Central Station, I Sat Down and Wept by Elizabeth Smart. This, I can't actually remember what it is about, but I just heard him talk about it and I thought it sounded interesting. Yeah, I can't remember what this is about, but it's quite a small one, so hopefully I'll get around to reading it in a video. I might do a whole video just inspired by Jack Edwards, because I've bought so many books recently that are just because he's talked about them and I find him interesting. So there is that one. And then next up, I don't know if I can show it to you. I went a little bit mental and now I have a really big box to open. So we're going to need the scissors for this one, and you won't be able to see. Oh, so close, hang on. I hate opening boxes. I much prefer little pulley tabs. Here we go. What is in the final big box that I just broke the box, that's funny. Let's have a look. I know there's 2 non-book related things in here also. So, not book related, I bought some hangers because I've run out. So those can sit there. And then I have also, where is it? There it is. My room is now a complete state with all these boxes. I bought a reading light. So maybe I'll show a little clip of me setting this up, just because my lamp broke, so I wanted to get a little reading light for my bed. Oh, I don't know where to start. There's so many good ones in here. I guess I'll start with the remaining Magnolia Park special editions. We have The Long Way Home, which is stunning, and the back of this one says, I rummaged through the drawer in my mind as fast as I can to find the words to tell her that I'm coming for her. I'm on my way back, that this is just the long way home. So I love this. And again, we've got more beautiful illustrations in the front. Stunning. Ooh, I actually love this book series. It's so gorgeous. So toxic, but gorgeous. So we have got that one. And obviously, finally, we have got Magnolia Park's Into the Dark, which is actually the only one I haven't read because it is monstrous. I'm very scared to read this one. And the back of this one just says, how many loves do you get in a lifetime? That's a question I've wondered before. But I'm so excited to read this. It's just so big. So, very anticipated to read that eventually. Then, on the topic of rather large books, I have this brick, which is the complete works of Emily Dickinson. I just decided I wanted to read some Emily Dickinson. I thought the paperback with all of her poems in is cheaper than the hardback with just a few, so I bought it. But I don't know when I'll read this. I don't know if I'll do it all in one. I probably won't. Or if I'll just read a couple pages every day for the next year and see if I can complete it. But this is an absolute monster of a book. This is just under 800 pages. So, exciting times. and educated reads. Then I have got, I don't know where to go next with this. I have got The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center, which again I don't really know much about. I just read a Catherine Center book recently, and decided I should probably read some more of hers. So, but I'm loving the quotes from other people on the back. Serious Nora Ephron vibes, a big hit of dopamine, exactly what I need, mate. Prepare to laugh and swoon and grin your pants off, and oh how I love Catherine Center's writing. So all good things. I can't remember what this is about. Oh, and on the front, Emily Henry's put my perfect 10 of a book. That's reassuring, because Emily Henry's books are all, I think they're pretty much all 5 stars for me. I need to reread Book Lovers and People We Meet on Vacation, but I think they're all 5 stars for me. So yeah, exciting times. Oh, I'm running out of space. Then I have got The Ministry of Time by Callie-Anne Bradley. I think I'm saying that wrong. Which I actually don't know what this is about now that I'm saying it. It says, a boy meets a girl, the past meets the future, a finger meets a trigger, the beginning meets an end, England is forever, England must fall. And this is one of Hayley Pham's 5-star reads, and I love Hayley Pham. I will read anything she tells me to. So I'm excited for this, and I just love the cover. I think it's so pretty. I can't show you because my window is facing me, so it goes a bit tits up when I try and show it. But I just think it's so stunning. So, although Amazon has damaged it, which is quite irritating. Does it have a nice cover underneath? Oh, it does. That was unexpected. It says, the only thing you can mend is the future. Is there anything on the back? Oh, it does. Our love, life's greatest catastrophe. I malfunctioned trying to read that. That's really cool. I didn't know that that had any foiling on the card back. That's very interesting. Yes, I've seen lots of great things about this. I think it's one of Emily Henry's 5-star reads as well. So, continuing with my theme of loving everything Emily Henry tells me to read. Oh, it's got a pretty spine as well. I'm all over the place with this video, can you tell? And then another one recommended by Jack Edwards. We've got The Hero of This Book by Elizabeth McCracken. I just picked this up because the hero of this book is her mum. And, well, I love my mum, so I think it's cute to read stuff about other people loving their mums. So, yes. 10 months after her mother's death, the narrator of the hero of this book walks across London on a quiet Sunday. The city was a favourite place of her mother's, and as the narrator wanders the streets, she finds herself recalling all that made her complicated mother extraordinary. Even though the woman, a writer, wants to respect her mother's nearly pathological sense of privacy, she must decide whether making a chronic of this remarkable life constitutes as an act of love or betrayal. It just sounds like sweet, and again it's tiny, so this will probably end up in a video. Yes, that one I was quite excited to receive. And then finally, oh my god, I don't know what order they go in actually. I bought the I don't know if these are special edition. I think they're called the collector's editions of Lord of the Rings, because I have this edition of The Hobbit, and I just thought it'd be sweet to have all of them, because I did really enjoy this when I read it last year. Granted, I don't really remember what happened in it, and I'm really struggling to watch the films. They're just far too long for my tiny brain to comprehend. But they're one of they're one of my boyfriend's favourites. So I read them for him last year. I'm watching the films for him this year. I just think it's sweet. So that's my love language, is reading books he likes and trying to understand them to the best of my ability. Definitely preferred The Hobbit. Just as an aside there, I really enjoyed The Hobbit. Both the movie and the book were far more enjoyable than these, but I think that's just because this is quite a long story when you put it all together. But look how cute this is. It's got a little tree on the spine. I'll show you the front as well. So we've got, these are definitely backwards now, The Return of the King. We've got The Two Towers. Oh, that's quite pretty. And The Fellowship of the Ring. I think The Return of the King might be my favourite cover. I just think that's quite pretty. So that is part 1 of this book haul. I'm going to save this because I'm doing this on November 29th I've now got all of these, and I know I'm getting quite a few books for Christmas, so I'm going to make this a little two-parter and save this for now and get back to you with the rest at Christmas. So see you in a bit. I don't know how to end this clip. I've never done this before. Another change of location. I'm in the lounge today just because no one's home, so I thought it was nice to switch up the view, you know, got some nice colours going on. But this is part 2 in the book haul I'm doing, which you'll know because this is just all one video, so you'll know it's a book haul because you've clicked on the video. I did a lot of damage in Waterstones at their Christmas evening. First of all, look how cute this bag I got was. It's got all the little cat books. So we've got The Great Gatsby, Alice's Adventures in Whiskerland, Pride and Prejudice, Charlie and the Catnip Factory, that's my favourite. The Cat Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, Anna Karenina, I don't think I've heard of that one, Romeo and Juliet, The Claudicy and Don Quixote. So I got a bag as well, but I've done some damage, and my bank account is very upset with me. That quite a lot went downhill when I entered Waterstones, so I don't know where to start. We'll start with the big one. I got the Christmas at Hogwarts thing. This was really dumb. It's just one chapter of the first book. It's teeny weeny. But I got in the festive spirit, and this is like one of my favourite chapters in the whole Harry Potter series, so I got this. It's really cute actually. Let me see if I can find my favourite bit of artwork in it, because it is the illustrated version. No, I've gone too far already. It's just adorable. I love all of this. It's just so cute. I love it. Oh, here we go. Just so Hagrid's a little bit drunk and he gives McGonagall a kiss on the cheek, and I just thought that's adorable. So I got this. Also, my furry friends are with me again. What else did I get? Okay, I was influenced again by Sarah Caroli and her love of fantasy books. I bought Throne of the Fallen in paperback because I thought the cover was really cute. I don't really know what this is about. Is it the 7 Deadly Sins? That's what this series is, I think. But I did entirely just buy it because I know Sarah Crowley loves it. So here's that. The back says she didn't want the prince, she wanted the demon. And on the back, Katie Robert has said, secrets, spice and a story I cannot put down. So hopefully I'm the same, because I really want to enjoy fantasy. Like, the only things really I've enjoyed are Powerless, obviously. The Cruel Prince, I say I enjoyed. I actually didn't enjoy it when I was reading it, and then afterwards I was like, actually no, I really liked the characters. What else? Obviously Harry Potter, but that, I don't really count that as fantasy. I know I should, but I don't. And Once Upon a Broken Heart, that's the other one I like. Then another genre I don't tend to dip into, but I'd like to, is the mystery thriller. So I got the entire Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy. I watched the series the other day without reading the book, and I did really enjoy it, but then I've heard that it's, as an adaptation, not great. So I thought it's probably best I've done it that way round. And I watched it because it's got Matthew Bainton in, and he is one of my favourite actors, just because he's in Horrible Histories and Ghosts and Yonderland. Anyone watch Yonderland? Love that. I might rewatch that actually, because I do really love that show. Yes, I got the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy. This follows Pip, who is doing her EPQ on a disappearance in her town. And then I have no idea what the next 2 in the series are, but I thought I should probably get all 3 because I am going on a big book buying ban next year. So if I don't have a complete series, I can't get the complete series until, I'm going to say May, because my birthday's in May, so I'll get books for my birthday, but then I won't be buying them maybe. So that's the plan anyway. On the topic of being influenced by people, I have some books here that are very Jack Edwards coded, I think. I've absolutely fallen down a rabbit hole of just loving everything that Jack Edwards posts and says and does. He's like my favourite person at the moment. Person that I don't know, obviously. So I've just got a few books here, just little ones I think would be nice to just like bulk up my TBR, because they're short and sweet. I got After Midnight by Irmgard Kuhn. I might be saying that wrong. This is about a 19-year-old in Nazi Germany who just wants to get on with her life, you know, as one does. But I think a lot of the people that she knows and is friends with or related to are doing some things that the Nazis don't quite agree with, and she's worried about getting ratted out, essentially, and obviously getting in trouble with them. So should be interesting. This one is tiny. I didn't know how tiny it was when I bought it. It says 130-ish pages. Oh my god, I'm really struggling. 130-ish pages. So hopefully that is easy. Very sorry, my dog just showed you her bum. So she's just doing what she likes up there. Yeah, so that's that. Then I got, and I don't think I can pronounce this one either, Letters from the Ginza Shihodo Stationery Shop by Kenji Uda, I think. This I think is just a stationery shop that they get people to write out heartfelt letters in, and it's meant to like heal their heart, heal their emotions. I just thought it was cute, and you know, the cover is gorgeous. I love this, and I've been in a translated fiction mood, so I have this now. I'm really bad though, I never check what language they're translated from. So this one's Japanese, obviously the Nazi one. After Midnight I think obviously is German. If it's not German then I'm confused, but I think that's translated from German. This will be translated from Japanese. I'm pretty sure this is Japanese as well, the next book I'm going to show you. Yeah. Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. Again, I don't really know what happens in this. I just was curious and wanted to read it. So, but I love books about books and bookshops, so this should be cute. And again, the cover is just pretty, like the foiling on the front, you can see there. Translated books have better covers, and that's that. Then the one I'm most excited to read is the Tatami Time Machine Blues by Tomohiko Morimi. I think I'm saying that wrong. And again, I don't know what this is translated from. I have no idea. I think it's Japanese again. This, from what I can tell, is some friends, I think, spill Coke on the remote for their air conditioning machine, and they want to obviously fix that. They want the air conditioning on, and one of them can time travel, I think. And so the main guy just wants to go back in time, get the remote for his air conditioning and come back. So I'm quite excited about this one. I don't really know why, but I'm excited about this one. And the cover again, just next level. This is so cool. So yeah, there's that. And then the last few are all hardbacks that are a bit of like a random assortment for me. I think they are all classed as fantasy maybe, or dystopian. I got this one secondhand actually. This is not from Waterstones. I got The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I think this is dystopian, and I can't really remember. Okay, so there's, no, is that right? I don't know. I'll read you what it says because I don't remember what this is about. I read it in school and I I lent my copy of it to my teacher, and then he just never gave it back to me and I forgot about it until I left school. So the book says, not everyone has to be the chosen one, the one who's supposed to fight zombies or the soul-eating ghosts or whatever this new thing is with the blue lights and the death. What if you were Mikey, who just wants to graduate and go to prom before someone goes and blows up the high school again? And what if there are problems bigger than this week's end of the world, and you just have to find the extraordinary in your ordinary life, even if your best friend might be the god of mountain lions? I think that's made me more confused about what this is about. The only thing I really remember is that the main character has OCD and he like washes his hands a lot, I remember. But yeah, I just thought I wanted to read this again. Like, I've reread The Fault in Our Stars, which is like one of my favourites from when I was younger, about 4 times. So I thought maybe I'll give that one a go. Then I'll save the prettiest one till last, I think. I got Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I, again, know nothing about this. I know there's like a bodyguard princess, I think, romance going on. But again, I'll just read you what's on the back because that's much more better. Oh my god, I'm really on one today. That is much better at describing the book than I'm gonna be. Vengeance is a promise signed in blood, but the princess believed the blood of the dragon flowed through her. The dragons were her kin, and there was not a line she wouldn't cross to liberate her family. Okay, maybe I'm getting Game of Thrones vibes from this. Has dragons in that? Yeah, I just thought this looked cool. I know it was originally... Oh, it says here Lord of the Rings were her favourite movies. Maybe I should finish watching Lord of the Rings before I read this then. Because I have one movie left to go, and then there's like an animated one coming out next week, I think. What was I saying? I saw Ellen Catherine read this, and I think she enjoyed it, and it was indie published first, and I do like the indie cover of the book, but I just thought this was really pretty, and Waterstones had a double points deal on, so obviously had to snatch that up. I'm very disappointed there's nothing cool on the cover though. Like, even like just a quote or the name of the book would be nice, but I guess that's more of a special edition if it is. And then finally I got the book that I actually went in to get, which is The Last Hour Between Worlds by Melissa Caruso, which is so pretty. This one I think is like a time travel, different dimensions kind of thing. Follow a star investigator and her rival, enemies to lovers, am I spelling enemies to lovers? As they journey through layers of reality to save the world as they know it. So, I don't know, I just saw this one, saw the description, saw the sprayed edge and was like, I'd like that. So the sprayed edge is so pretty. So I think it's like dimension hopping is what I'm feeling. What I think the book is about. It doesn't have a pretty cover either. I really thought that because they'd sprayed the edge it would be a bit prettier on the cover. But oh well, so that is my next chunk of the book haul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more books to add there. So I'm now on 26 that I've bought in December. Somebody take my bank card off me because this is getting to be a problem. I think the next bit, I really hope the next bit is just the books I get for Christmas because I don't have the money to buy more books for myself. So I will see you after Christmas, hopefully. That's the plan. I'm back already. I say already because I actually finished filming this video last week and then Christmas happened. I did get more books and then I got some scratch cards. Won on them and then went charity shopping with that money. So I actually do have quite a few more books to include and I thought I would rather pop them in now than have to do another haul like just for these because I don't think I'll buy any more books anytime soon. So I went charity shopping. This first pile, everything cost £1.50 each, so I think I spent less than 15 quid on all the books I bought today because I bought myself 8 books today and then I got another 3 for Christmas, so here's that. Also sorry about the lighting, and if you can hear like water trickling, we have a little cat water dispenser thing for the cats to just like get themselves a drink, so if you can hear it I'm sorry, but I don't know how to turn it off. So the first book I got was Swimming for Beginners by Nicola Gill. I have not seen this anywhere, I just thought it looked cool. It's about this woman who has got like a very child-free life set up that she likes, and then a stranger basically like ditches their child with her at an airport, and then she has to like figure out how to parent this child, I think. So I'm kind of interested in it. I don't know when I'll pick it up, hopefully soon, because I'd like to read all the books I bought in December within the first like 2 months of next year, so I don't feel so guilty about buying so many books this month, because this brings my total to like 51 I think for this video's haul, which is bad. That's a lot of books, and I don't recommend spending all your money on that. I just don't have anything else that I spend money on, basically. So, but that's all going to change in 2025 when I stop buying books. So I've got this one. Then I found, again for £1.50 each, Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. So I thought I'd pick these up because I seem to be in a little fantasy era. I did have these and I got rid of them because I was like, oh, I can't physically read fantasy, I really struggle. And then I read Powerless, and now I'm back on the fantasy train. So for £1.50 each, I thought this was worth it, just to like test the waters and read them again, or not again, but like try and read them. So I'm quite excited about these. I don't really know much about them. It's like a heist, isn't it? Like 6 people try and break in someone. Yeah, that's what I think this is. I don't know what the second one's about. So I've got those. Then, very excitingly, because I was going to buy this brand new with a voucher that I got for Christmas, I found it in a charity shop though, so the charity shop gods were with me today. I found Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, I think is how you say it. It's got like cool foiling on the top, so I'm very excited to own this. This is like, I think it's short stories-ish, because it's like a bunch of people go to this magical coffee shop where in the time it takes for your coffee to get cold, you can go back and relive a part of your past, and it's like gives you an appreciation for what actually happened, and like you see you wouldn't want to change it at all. So I'm very excited to read this, and it's nice and tiny, but so excited when I saw this. I literally like dropped everything, gasped and grabbed it, so absolutely chuffed with that. Then I found 2 Taylor Jenkins Reid books. I haven't read any Taylor Jenkins Reid, but I really want to next year. These are like very well loved, but I'm okay with that because I like broke the spine on my books as well, so it's fine. I got Malibu Rising, which I don't really know about. I'm just sort of, yeah, I just keep seeing this one. I was like, I'm gonna get it. Let's see, August 1983. It is the day of Nina Rivers' annual end of summer party. Everyone who's anyone wants to be around the rivers. Surfer and supermodel Nina, brothers Jay and Hud, and their baby sister Kit. Together, the siblings are the source of fascination in Malibu and the world over, especially as the children of a legendary singer, Mick Riva. By midnight, the party will be completely out of control. By morning, the river mansion will have gone up in flames. But before that, the alcohol will flow, the music will play, and secrets will come bubbling to the surface. So, very excited to read this one. Again, I don't know what Taylor Jenkins Reid book to start with, because I own Carrie Soto's back as well. I think that might have been in this video already. But yeah, so I want to read this. I want to read Daisy Jones and the Six, but I can't find it secondhand anywhere, because I want the old cover. And then I also got The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This is probably like the worst for wear book that I've picked up today. Like, I don't know if you can see across the front, there's like loads of indents and like bandages. And like on the back the same. So, but it was £1.50, so completely worth it. This one, again, I don't really know much about. I just know it's obviously about Evelyn Hugo, who's very famous in Hollywood in the 1950s. And I'm assuming it will detail her 7 husbands, but I'll have to read that and find out. Then my final charity shop book, I got Dial A for Aunties, but I think this might be the indie published version, because I have never seen this cover, and it is huge compared to like any book that I've picked up. Like, it's massive. So I just thought I'd give this a go. I liked on the front it said they'd kill to see you happy, and like the first line on the top is, when Medi-chan accidentally kills her blind date, she turns to her aunties for help. Their meddling sets her up on the date, so they kind of owe her. So I just thought that sounded really cool, and I kind of love this cover. I don't really like the traditionally published cover, if this even is the indie copy. I don't know why this one's different, but I just thought it looked cool. So, and I've heard so many people say they love this book, so definitely worth picking up. Then another book I bought for myself, the W.H. Smith near my boyfriend's house is closing down, so everything is 50% off, so of course I had to go. I was looking for the last 2 books in the Dirty Airs series, I think it's called. The like Formula 1 one by Lauren Asher, because I need those 2. but they didn't have them, so I ended up picking up 7 Exes by Lucy Vine. This is about a girl who reads an article, I think, about the 7 exes you'll have before you're with the love of your life, and she like goes through them, like goes through her exes to find out if she's like missed her, like the one for her. But I just thought it sounded cool. I think again I've seen, I think it was Destiny Sidwell has this book. I don't know if she's read it, but she definitely has it. But I keep seeing it and wanting to pick it up, and I was like, 50% off, why not? So there we go. So of those 8 books, 7 were secondhand, and I spent less than £15 on them, so a win is a win. And then my lovely boyfriend got me 3 books for Christmas that I did ask for, because again he went to the WH Smith sale whilst I was at work the other day, and I was like circling books for him to get. So he got me 2 from that, and then 1 from Amazon, because it is like 4 books bound into one, but you'll see that in a minute. I got If We Were Villains by ML Rio. This is really cool. I don't know if you can see, there's like, oh, I don't think you can, there's like embossed detailing, I think you would call it, like on the cover, because it's a matte cover, so you can like feel everything. It's so cool. I can't remember what this is about, but I know I wanted it, so let's see. I'll just read you the last little bit, because I don't think we need like the context at the top to get the gist. When tragedy strikes, one of the 7 friends is found dead. The rest face their greatest acting challenge yet, convincing the police and themselves that they are blameless. So I think this would be fun. This would be good for like a Dark Academia reading video, I think, but I don't know if I'll ever do that, because I don't read enough Dark Academia books to do that, so I'd have to buy more. But I just thought this was cool, and I love like the sleek cover design, so there's that. Then I was gifted The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This is like an original TikTok book, right? An OG TikTok read. But one of my friends recommended it to me, so when I saw it was in the half price selection, I was like, yeah, I need that. This one follows Nora, who wants to unalive herself, and she goes to this library where I think every book like shows you how your life would have been different if you'd made a different decision, and like I think it gives her a newfound appreciation for life. It gives me similar vibes to Before the Coffee Gets Cold, but obviously with bigger implications if she doesn't change her mind, you know. So excited to read this one. And then from that lovely piece of literature, I will then cut to The Highest Bidder series by Lauren Landish and Willow Winters. This is a like collection of all 4 of these books. I don't know how to describe this in a PG way. I don't think there is one. Basically, as the title implies, it's basically a sex club where you bid for a woman, consensually, like they're all putting themselves up for this bidding thing. I don't know, you have to read it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun and not goofy, but like not as serious as some other books that you might read. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I read it on my Kindle, because I think they're all on Kindle Unlimited. They might be. I think they are. And I just wanted the physical and bound copy of it, because of all the Willow Winters books I've read, this is probably my favourite. So there we go. That's my little stack for today. This one I'll cut to last week when I did my little mini Christmas with my family, because I thought I was going to finish the video there. I didn't think I was getting more books before the end of the year, but I'll cut to that now. I am back. I've just done my little mini Christmas for my family this year, because I'm spending actual Christmas at my boyfriend's, and I thought I'd do the last chunk of this haul, because I don't know if I'm getting any more books for Christmas from other people. So the majority of this, in fact all of this, is from my mum and my dad. So let's crack on with the final bit. I got More Than Shipmates by Philippa Young. I don't know anything about this. I think it is just that they work on a ship, that I like the cabin crew. And there's a love triangle, I think, unless it's poly. If it's poly, I'm kind of there for that. I know it does say love triangle. I was kind of hoping it would be polyamorous, but this should be fun. It's so big though. It's way bigger than I thought it would be. So excited to read this. I have then got Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Center. I actually watched the film for this first because I didn't realise it was a book. But I really loved it, and it's got Erin from The Office in it, so that's fun. And I couldn't get the non-movie cover, so it's got this little Netflix thing on it, which is annoying, but oh well. This is about Helen, who has just been through a divorce, and she wants to find herself and who she is outside of her marriage. So she goes on a hike, or like joins a hiking crew thing, and then her brother's best friend is on the trip as well. So very cute. I'm very excited to read that because I did enjoy the film. Then I got Hers for the Weekend by Helena Greer, and I don't really know what this is. It says, the relationship may be fake, but the feelings are very real in this smart, sexy, romantic comedy for fans of Mia Sosa and Alexandria Bellefleur? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I think I saw Ellen Catherine get this, and I was like, I want that. So again, it's quite long, I think. Well, maybe not, it's only 350 pages, but it feels quite big, because I think it might be an indie copy. Yeah, as you can see, it's slightly bigger than normal book. I also got the final book in the Gold Rush Ranch series, which is A False Start, which is my second favourite of the series because I read these all on my Kindle in like May. So this is like a brother's best friend age gap secret dating thing. I loved it. It was great. Please read the Gold Rush Ranch series if you haven't. It is, at the moment, my favourite Elsie Silver series, but the Rose Hill series is a strong contender to beat that. So I loved this. I have also got Lana Ferguson's new release, which is Under Lock and Key, which I think is like a paranormal romance thing, because I think he might be the Loch Ness Monster. I think. But I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about this other than I love Lana Ferguson's writing. I've got Fake Mate and The Nanny I've read by her, and I gave them, I think, both 4-star. Possibly one of them maybe had a 5-star, but I can't remember which one. And I've also got The Game Changer by her that I started reading the other day, so very excited to add this to my collection. And then I've also got 2 books by Nick Hornby. I haven't seen anyone talk about these, nor do I remember what they're about because I chose them out months ago. I have just found out one of these is apparently a film that my dad likes, which is cool. I got High Fidelity, which I think is just a guy that's like going over all of his exes and finding out like how to be on his own, maybe. I don't really know. Apparently Jack Black is in the film though, so I'll probably read this and then watch that. And I also got About a Boy by Nick Hornby, which again I don't really remember what it's about, which feels really stupid that I've now got this because I don't know what it's about. But again, I'm excited to read this and remember why I wanted it, hopefully. But yes, very excited for these. And then finally, well, as you all know, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I've got wands up there. I've got a very big collection of Harry Potter books already, but they are my favourite books ever. Obviously the author isn't great, but the writing is incredible. It's a great story, very well built, and I have wanted these for ages and didn't want to buy them for myself, so I got a new collection of Harry Potter books that have, oh no, you can't see, they have Hogwarts on the spines, and I'm just so excited to have these. They're so pretty. They're like my new babies. Yeah, I'm very excited about these. I kind of want to open them and get them out of the box and see the front covers, but I also don't want to because then I know I won't be able to get them back in the box, which is kind of sad. But I love, it's so pretty. I'm so happy I have these. But yeah, so that is everything that I got. I think this brings this book haul to an end. I have to post this on Friday, so I don't think I'll be able to do another clip even if I get more books for Christmas. But thank you for watching. Oh, I feel like I need to preface as well, I don't normally buy this many books. Like obviously most of them I did buy myself, it's only these ones that I didn't. But I was treating myself because I've had really shit mental health recently, and I'm going on a book buying ban in the new year for an undetermined amount of time. So I thought I'd just treat myself, get the last few books that I want, to read as of next year and then cut myself off. That's it. I've got a few pre-orders coming in the new year. Like, I think I've pre-ordered Beg, Borrow or Steal by Sarah Adams. I've got a copy of Powerful by Laura Roberts coming, that is the special edition to go with my other ones. I've got, I think it's just 2 others, and it's Sunrise on the Reaping, which is the new Hunger Games book, and then Great Big Beautiful Life, I think is the Emily Henry one. So I've pre-ordered those 4. I think that's it. Unless I get any book vouchers, and then I'm allowed to spend those because it's not my money, if that makes sense. Like, it's not coming out of my bank account, so it's kind of okay. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Bye.